If it was a dog, there'd be more uproar. That man.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hung to this grave. My people don't want no trouble. We've got it long struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live.
We were riding down this block and his white people start saying, "Get out of here, niggas. You know, get out my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood." Then they start hitting on her. Throwing rocks and everything else. Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood. They always say weird swing everything, right? We didn't, every time the white people come down the block, we don't push them out their neighborhood and throw rocks and start hitting them. We don't bother the white people around our neighborhood, but when we get in a white neighborhood, they just push us out.
That's the way you treat an animal. I mean, God, we're human beings. Yeah. You don't treat other people like that. It's just wrong. Black, white, I don't care. A person is a person. Skin should have no bearing on how you treat a person.
Yo, people. Real recognize real, and right now you don't look too familiar. I'm being honest, yeah? If you've seen that George Floyd video, rest in peace, my brother. Yeah, you've seen the police kneeling on his neck. You've seen what happened. You see man murder him, publicly execute him, and you ain't sharing that, posting that, promoting that, talking about that constantly, then you're part of the problem, yeah? Whether you're black, whether you're white, whatever. If you're a rapper, public figure, DJ, yeah? Someone that makes change, a gatekeeper, and you ain't talking about this, you're part of the problem. Yeah? Man, them don't just turn the blind eye or do this quick 30-second thing like, oh, we've seen him get murdered, we're going to talk about it for 20 seconds, and then we're going to go to posting music talking about man's gangster and how much P man's got, yeah? When man don't, listen, bruv, it's disappointing. I'm letting man know. Man, them fix up and stand for something, cause right now, man look like clowns.
It's stuck with me in a different kind of level. I don't know. I remember when Sandra Bland got killed, and you know they showed her mugshot and stuff, and the way how they said the photo was manipulated, that stuck with me for a long, long time. Every time I used to go to sleep and see that woman's face, all I'm thinking of is just the guy's kneeling on his neck was just so arrogant, you know. So arrogant, and just looking at the camera like, yeah, I did this. Like, you know, when you kill a bear and you're so happy that you killed the bear, and you're just like, I've killed this guy, he's bigger than me, I've killed him. And 4 officers at one point were holding this guy down. I just keep thinking about that video, man. I just keep thinking about it, you know. Keep thinking about, you know, that guy that was in his car and he got shot. And he was just reaching, because the guy asked him to reach in to get his ID, reached to get his ID, and they shot him. With his kid his girlfriend in the car next to him. And let the guy bleed out.
As a human being, and then an Igbo man who was born in London and raised, classified as black because of the melanin in my skin. I understand the dynamics, the perception, the stereotypes, the fear that some people with less melanin have, because when I walk down the streets of London in my own area, I myself have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree. People still cross the road like I am a thief, like I am a criminal. And you sometimes wonder, what is the rationale for their behavior? But again, when you watch that video of that lady calling the police for a Harvard graduate, you understand this is universal. This is worldwide. So I have always been aware of this, and it's because the country has made one aware. You're not treated the same. And these are some of the things that I will tell my child as he grows, so that he is able to combat it, so he does not end up being the statistic. I mean, there's quite a large number of people with high levels of melanin in mental homes because of the circumstances we find ourselves. I mean, you're doing the right thing and can end up dead in America. You're doing the right thing and you may not be promoted. You may be ridiculed, may be frustrated. There's so many things that are impacting on someone's well-being, mentally, spiritually. So it's about being aware. So I was devastated when I saw the killing of George Floyd. So it's a stark reminder of the lack of humanity that is generally pointed in our direction. Remember, the police are there to serve and protect everybody and show compassion when need be. But clearly no compassion was shown there. And as a consequence, someone roughly my age, I'm 42, he's in his 40s, he's died. For what? Has children. So America is a place I haven't been to since, I think, 1997. I'm not looking to go there anytime soon. But it is a reminder that wherever we are, we have to be aware and conscious of the racism that still exists. I mean, Will Smith said it a few years back. Racism hasn't got worse, it's just being filmed. People have their phones. The police officer was being filmed, but clearly his core, the thing within him said, I don't know, like, this person doesn't deserve to live. I mean, I can hear him saying, I can't breathe. That doesn't mean anything. Again, think about what happened 300 years ago. Things haven't changed. Donald Trump said that those 5 young men that were put in prison wrongfully for the rape of that lady should have been executed. Those were innocent men. But again, what was their pigmentation?
Yesterday I sat down and I cried because I felt for a person that was talking about the fact that they were scared for their children's lives because they don't know if going out on the street they'll see their children again. And there's no jest in that, there's no exaggeration in that, because it happens, and it happens way too regularly, and we keep seeing it, and it keeps being reported. The pain that we feel because these people that are killing our black people, the majority of them are getting off with really light sentences, or not being sentenced at all, being acquitted. And you just feel that there's no when there was the killing in South Africa, when there was the police were killing young black men and women, you know, there was the calls to arms to boycott all South African products. And I remember doing that myself. I mean, up till now, I won't drink Kiora, which was a South African product. It impacted us. You know, it impacted those that felt that it's wrong.
So many people in disbelief of what is actually happening, to the point where it really does upset the spirit. I think in times like this, we really need to start coming together as a community, thinking a lot smarter within our actions, how we carry ourselves, what exactly we are doing, what is our purpose. And again, coming together as a community, because when we stand strong, we are a lot harder to knock down.
Police have been killing black people in America for so long now. Like, it's become like quite normal. It's sad to say that, but it's become quite normal. And like, I can't believe that, like, it's like slavery's still going on after all these years, after us fighting for our freedom. It's like slavery still, like, seeing that man with his knee in that black man's face, like, it hurt my heart, like, really badly. It's like, it makes me so scared as a young black boy. Like, my uncle lives in California, and summertime I go there to visit him, and it's like, whenever I see police, he's telling me to like walk properly or sit properly in the car. It's just like really like traumatizing, and it's just so sad.
I feel sad when George Floyd died, because it's sad that he died only because he was black, and it's really racist how white police officers everywhere treat black people like our lives don't matter.
I felt like helpless because I wasn't even there. Even if I was there, they're the police, innit? So they can do what they want and we can't really do anything. So I felt helpless. I also felt like kind of sad because, not to say that racism was done, but I thought we took a bigger step forward than what was viewed in the video. So yeah, I felt kind of sad as well because I thought it was better than what it was.
Is incorrect. What happens to lots of black people around the world, females, males, kids, adults, is incorrect, right? Morally. So it doesn't matter about race, it's just morally incorrect, okay? Yeah, it's crazy. And a lot of people are saying, oh, looting won't help, riots won't help, protests won't help, but how other else are our voices going to get heard? Like, genuine question, what else can people do? People are tired, they're tired of this factor. They're gonna riot, they're gonna loot. Not everyone's in it for the right reasons, but a good majority are. Like, they're going to loot. It's expected. When a racist act happens, this is the reaction you will get. Simple. Look at the suffragette movement back in the day. They protested and they got a change. So protests are the way forward. Period. They are the way forward. And it's not just America that experiences racism. Like, even the UK experience it. Even the injustice for Billy Majinga, even that injustice right there, plain example. Whatever they say, it's a plain example. Stephen Lawrence. There's so many examples that we can back out right now. Racism is in the UK. Maybe not as frequent and not as advertised as America, but it's in the UK. And it's not just black people that experience racism. A lot of Asian people, Chinese, a lot of ethnic backgrounds experience some form of level of racism, whether it's high level, low level. Regardless, it's incorrect. Black lives matter. All lives matter when black lives matter.
I saw this image the other day on someone's social media, and it says, having a black son makes you think, pray differently. And it really does. You know what? This isn't just an American issue. This is a humanitarian issue. It's a problem that we have around the world. The way people treat humans. You know? And we talk about the issues that we can see. Imagine the amount of people that are suffering around the world and they don't have access to broadcasting, showing the world the mistreatment, the murder, the executions that are going on because of people's race, their faiths, the mistakes that they've made in life, you know, for breaking simple laws that we probably, you know, would get a slap on the wrist in any other country. And it makes me wonder and think about how big this issue is. And for me, like, staying faithful, praying is really important, because this problem goes beyond some of the controls that we have. You know, being a Black British woman, being a mother of a Black son, a grandmother of a Black child, I plan my future to protect them.
I wasn't shocked. I think due to previous incidences, we've now become numb to the situation. And as horrifying as it was to see, it's become, I think, Black people's norm. You know, it's shocking for a day and then it wears off. So actually seeing the people outraged to the point of the burning and the turning over of cars and so forth, the protesting, is actually refreshing to see, because for some reason, Black people, I just find when something horrific happens to us, the majority of us becomes very subservient. I think we're just numbed to the fact that nothing ever happens, nothing ever changes, and we don't feel that we are able to instigate that change because we don't sit in seats of power.
I felt quite numb and quite shocked, because it's been shown on TV, so often now. And I just think obviously it's about time, this has got to stop. This has been going on for far too long, and it should have stopped, ages ago. And I just hope with all the rioting and people going out there protesting, I hope that, changes are going to be better for Black people in America. And also when these incidences, happen again, or when it does happen, that there won't be so many innocent, people being bystanders, just watching, I know it's easier said than done, but, you've just got to go in and help that person, because, this is the only last chance that you get for doing something. So you might as well die for a cause.
I think as a Black woman who came from a Black man, who's married to a Black man, and who is an aunt to a nephew and a great nephew, and all my extended male families. I know it's not happening just to men, it's happening to women as well, but I think that we have been silent for far too long. So I think that a revolution is in order to really affect serious change, because we deserve our place.
There are so many things to say, but yet words would fail me completely at this time to really reflect and discuss watching a man use his life in broad daylight to the hands of police who are meant to protect and serve. Watch him die and call for his mum and say, "I can't breathe." And then to remember that this is one incident out of so many deaths, so much brutality at the hands of the police, but also at the hands of people who feel that Black people are disposable, or that their life are not worth anything, or that they feel they are kings and we are the oppressed. And my hope in that all of this is that the scales will be dropped from people's eyes, and that we will stand up for the injustices, not just in the US, but in the UK and in various countries, because there needs to be change at every level and in multiple industries and environments. Needs to be change in the relation to access and to opportunity. There needs to be change in the criminal justice systems and the legal systems that systematically disadvantage or oppress Black people. And it's time that there is change, and I believe that people are going to be speaking up, that people are going to be seeing how they can, not necessarily just in protests, but in committees and in changes and in grassroots activities and in systemic levels. And I hope that it won't just be a outcry for now or a hashtag, but there will be lasting change at the roots, and that people, everyone, will see what part they have to play and speak up and move and bring about change.